After visiting the White House tonight, Democratic governors say they stand with President Joe Biden, but are worried about the 2024 presidential race.
This after sources told ABC News Biden considers his next few public appearances critical to determining whether he can stay in the race.
Also, the New York Times tonight is reporting the president is weighing whether to continue his re-election bid, but the White House is pushing back.
The president is clear-eyed, and he is staying in the race.
After a poor performance in a debate with Donald Trump last week, Joe Biden is now speaking with Democratic leaders.
And that includes Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Ben Henry joins us now with what we're learning about tonight's meeting.
We're told it was both the president and vice president in that meeting, and that what was said was honest. Following the debate, Governor Tim Walz was working on getting on the same page with fellow governors and the president. Now tonight, he seems confident about moving forward. With delicate days ahead for President Joe Biden, he's working to rebuild trust within his own party, including Democratic governors.
We, like many Americans, we're worried. We're worried because of the threat of a Trump presidency is not theoretical for governors. We've served when Donald Trump was president.
The concerns sparked by the president's debate performance. In the aftermath, Governor Tim Walz leading an in-person meeting at the White House.
A path to victory in November is the #1 priority, and that's the #1 priority of the president. So that's what we're trying to get done. The feedback was good. The conversation was honest and open.
Even with President Biden's mental strength in question, the state leaders making it clear.
President Joe Biden is in it to win it.
The president is clear-eyed, and he is staying in the race.
The Biden administration adamant he's not ending his campaign.
What I can say is that he wants to move forward. That's what he wants to do.
And the White House denying reports about the president's own doubt. According to ABC News sources, Biden told an ally he's keeping an open mind about his path forward.
I just feel that it's time for him to step aside.
Alongside Texas Democratic Representative Lloyd Doggett, a second Democratic congressman now calling for a step down. Arizona Representative Raul Grijalva telling the New York Times the president needs to accept responsibility for keeping that seat, including getting out of the race.
What we saw in there today was a guy who was the guy that all of us believed in the first time who could beat Donald Trump.
Governor Tim Walz seeming far from that feeling.
3.5 years of delivering for us, going through what we've all been through. None of us are denying. Thursday night was a bad performance. It was a bad hit, if you will, on that. But it doesn't impact what I believe. He's delivering.
Big days ahead for the president, now on top of a campaign stop in Madison, Wisconsin Friday. He's agreed to his first sit-down interview since the debate with ABC News' George Stephanopoulos. Part of that will be on World News Tonight with David Muir this Friday, with the extended version on This Week on Sunday morning, right here on 5 Eyewitness News, Lindsay.
All right, well, Governor Walz telling us he is confident in President Biden. You'll find the latest on all of these stories, the debate over Biden's candidacy, the interview, the campaign, and what's happening with Donald Trump right here on air and online at KSTP.com.